Top 10 Worst Foods for Diabetics. Hello, health champions. Welcome back to our channel where we empower you to take charge of your health by understanding how your body really works. Today we're tackling a vital topic, the top 10 worst foods for people with diabetes or anyone aiming to prevent or reverse pre-diabetes and type 2 diabetes. With millions of people worldwide either diabetic or on the path to prediabetes, your food choices can be a game changer. The good news: by steering clear of certain foods, you can stabilize your blood sugar, protect your metabolism, and even repair metabolic damage. So grab a notebook, settle in, and let's embark on this journey to better health. Let's start by understanding what diabetes and prediabetes are. These are metabolic disorders, meaning they disrupt how your body transforms food into energy or tissue. You've likely heard, "You are what you eat." There's truth to that. Your body takes carbohydrates, proteins, and fats and converts them into fuel for your cells or materials to build and repair tissue. But here's a common myth. Many believe dietary fat directly becomes body fat, causing obesity and diabetes. That's an oversimplification. Let me explain with an analogy. Imagine a cow eating grass. If it became what it ate, we'd find grass inside it, right? Instead, the cow metabolizes grass into meat and milk. Your body does something similar with food. Most body fat doesn't come directly from dietary fat. It's often a result of metabolic imbalances, especially from overloading your system with certain nutrients. Metabolic health is about how efficiently your body handles this process. When you're metabolically healthy, your body processes carbs, proteins, and fats smoothly, keeping blood sugar and insulin levels stable. Metabolic health is a spectrum. On one end, you have people with excellent metabolic flexibility. They can handle various foods without blood sugar spikes. On the other end, you have those with poor metabolic health, like people with type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. Their metabolic machinery is worn out, struggling to process certain foods, especially carbohydrates. Why carbs, particularly sugars and starches, raise blood glucose, triggering insulin. Over years of high carb intake, cells become desensitized to insulin, a condition called insulin resistance, the root of type 2 diabetes. What causes insulin resistance? Four main factors. First, overloading your liver. The liver processes nutrients like fructose and alcohol, and too much can lead to fatty liver disease, setting the stage for insulin resistance. Second, chronic high blood sugar from glucose-heavy foods like starches or sugars keeps insulin levels elevated, desensitizing cells. Third, inflammation from foods like sugar-processed grains and omega-6 rich vegetable oils. Fourth, stress, which raises cortisol, spiking blood sugar, and insulin, mimicking a high-carb diet. Now let's dive into the top 10 worst foods for diabetics. These foods spike blood sugar, stress the liver, or drive inflammation, making diabetes harder to manage or increasing prediabetes risk. Even if you're healthy, limiting these keeps you on the healthy end of the spectrum. Let's count them down. Number 10, fruits and fruit juices. Fruit is often seen as a health food, and for metabolically healthy people, it can be a great source of vitamins and fiber. But for diabetics, fruit demands caution. Not all fruits are equal. Berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries are the best choice, low in sugar, high in fiber, and rich in antioxidants. A small serving of berries can be okay for most diabetics as fiber slows sugar absorption. But fruits like apples, cherries, or oranges have more sugar. Tropical fruits, bananas, pineapples, mangoes are sweeter. Canned fruits are worse, often packed in syrup or juice, adding sugar and losing fiber. The worst fruit juice. Even 100% natural fruit juice is sugar water. Juicing strips fiber, leaving fructose and glucose for rapid absorption. For a diabetic, a glass of orange juice is metabolically like a soda with up to 30 grams of sugar. If you're healthy, a small, fresh squeezed juice might be fine, but for diabetics, it's a no-go. Stick to berries in moderation, avoid juice, and if you eat fruit, choose whole fruit paired with nuts or cheese to slow sugar absorption. Pro tip, frozen berries are just as nutritious and often cheaper. Number 9, starches. Next are starchy foods. Bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, beans, and wheat or corn. Products like crackers or waffles. These are mostly starch breaking down into glucose within minutes, spiking blood sugar and insulin. For diabetics, this rapid surge stresses a compromised metabolic system. Even healthy starches like whole grain bread or brown rice can cause significant spikes in insulin-resistant people. Starches differ from sugars in liver impact. For 100 calories of glucose from potatoes or rice, only 20% goes through the liver, mostly stored as glycogen, so the liver's burden is small. The rest is used by body cells. But in insulin-resistant cells don't respond well to insulin, leading to high blood sugar. For diabetics, starches are a major trigger. If you eat them, keep portions tiny. Think a few tablespoons of rice and pair with fiber or fat like broccoli or olive oil to reduce spikes. Number 8, low-fat processed foods. Low-fat foods sound healthy, but we're not talking about naturally low-fat foods like vegetables. We mean processed foods marketed as low-fat like non-fat yogurt, low-fat mayonnaise, or breakfast cereals. Removing fat often means adding sugar or chemicals for taste. A small non-fat fruit yogurt can have as much sugar as a soda. Cereals, even adult ones, can be 25% sugar, while kids' cereals hit 50%. Low-fat dressings or sauces replace oil with sugar or thickeners, turning a healthy meal into a sugar trap. Fat isn't the enemy, sugar and starches are. Healthy fats like avocados or nuts are satiating and don't spike insulin, but sugar and fat together in low-fat products trigger insulin, promoting fat storage and worsening insulin resistance. Check labels on low-fat foods and avoid added sugars. Choose whole foods like eggs or salmon for stable blood sugar. Number 7, salad dressings, sauces, and condiments. Salad dressings, sauces, and condiments are sneaky sugar sources. Many are marketed as fat-free or healthy, but they can contain 15–50% sugar. A 2-tablespoon serving of salad dressing might have 9 grams of sugar, 30% sugar. Barbecue sauce can hit 50% sugar, with a typical serving delivering 40 grams. Even natural sweeteners like honey aren't safe. Honey is 57% fructose, worse than table sugar, 50% fructose, or high fructose corn syrup, 55% fructose. Serving sizes are a trap. A restaurant salad might come with triple the labeled dressing, turning a healthy meal into a sugar overload. Make your own dressings with olive oil and vinegar. Check condiment labels for sugars and opt for low-sugar options like mustard or hot sauce. Use sparingly to keep meals diabetes-friendly. Number 6, protein bars. Protein bars are marketed as healthy snacks, especially in health food stores. Some are decent with nuts and minimal sweeteners, but many are candy bars in disguise. Some derive 30–40% of calorie from sugar hidden under names like agave nectar, brown rice syrup, or cane juice. With over 60 sugar aliases, read labels carefully. For diabetics, these bars can spike blood sugar like dessert. Choose protein bars with simple ingredients, nuts, seeds, and sugar-free sweeteners like stevia. Check total carbs, as some sugar alcohols affect blood sugar in sensitive people. Better yet, snack on whole foods like a hard-boiled egg or almonds for stable blood sugar. Number 5, cakes and cookies. No surprise cakes and cookies are loaded with sugar and white flour, turning into glucose fast. Store-bought versions use processed vegetable oils high in omega-6s, driving inflammation. Even homemade versions with butter are problematic for diabetics due to the sugar-flour combo spiking insulin and burdening the liver. The fat isn't the issue, it's the sugar and starch triggering insulin and fat storage. For a sweet fix, try keto-friendly desserts with almond flour and monk fruit sweetener. Keep portions small and avoid daily sweets. Even healthy baked goods can derail diabetes management. Number 4, candy is sugar in pure form, often 50 to 100% sugar with artificial colors and flavors. Milk chocolate is sugar-heavy, unlike dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher, which can be okay in small amounts. Brands like Lily's use erythritol or stevia, but moderation is key. Erythritol is mostly safe, but 5% can cause bloating in sensitive people. For diabetics, candy is a metabolic disaster, spiking blood sugar with no nutrition. Craving a treat? Try a square of high cocoa dark chocolate with nuts. Avoid gummies, hard candies, or milk chocolate bars. Number 3, alcohol. Alcohol stresses the liver, metabolizing 80% of it. For diabetics, this burdens an already stressed organ. Occasional alcohol is okay. The dose makes the poison, but regular drinking worsens insulin resistance and fatty liver. Choose distilled liquors like whiskey or vodka, no sugar, 16 grams alcohol per serving. Dry wines have minimal sugar, 1 to 2 grams per glass. Beer has no fructose but averages 10 grams of glucose per serving, slightly spiking insulin. Worst choice. Mixed drinks with 30-40 grams of sugar from soda or juice, doubling the liver's burden. Limit to 1 women or 2 men drinks with 3 alcohol-free days weekly. Relax with non-alcoholic options like herbal tea instead. Number 2, agave syrup. Agave syrup is sold as a healthy sweetener labeled low glycemic or organic. Don't fall for it. It's 75 and 90% fructose, worse than high fructose corn syrup. Fructose goes straight to the liver, promoting fatty liver and insulin resistance. For healthy people, a teaspoon daily might be fine, but for diabetics, it's toxic. Avoid agave in drinks or snacks and use stevia or monk fruit. Number 1, sugary drinks. The worst food for diabetics is sugary drinks, soda, sports drinks, energy drinks, and sweetened teas. These deliver massive sugar or high fructose corn syrup doses, overloading the liver with fructose and glucose. A soda can has 39 grams of sugar, and it's easy to drink multiple because fructose doesn't suppress hunger hormones like ghrelin. Your brain doesn't register the calories, making these drinks addictive. Sports and energy drinks are no better despite healthy marketing. For diabetics, they spike blood sugar and stress the liver. Stick to water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee. Add lemon or sugar-free electrolyte powder for flavor. Practical steps for success. That's the list. Sugary drinks, agave syrup, alcohol, candy, cakes, and cookies, protein bars, dressings and sauces, low-fat processed foods, starches and fruits, especially juice. These spike blood sugar, burden the liver, or drive inflammation, complicating diabetes management. Focus on whole foods, vegetables, healthy fats like olive oil, and moderate protein like chicken or fish. These stabilize blood sugar and support healing. Start small if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic. Eliminate one food like soda and replace it with water. Read labels, cook at home, and pair carbs with fiber or fat to reduce spikes. If you're healthy, prevent issues by limiting these foods. Small changes yield big results. Here are 5 practical tips. First, check serving sizes. Dressings and condiments are often overused. Second, make sauces with olive oil, vinegar, or mustard. Third, snack. Smart, choose nuts or cheese over bars or sweets. Fourth, for sweets, try keto recipes with erythritol. Fifth, manage stress with exercise or meditation to lower cortisol and support metabolic health. Why this matters: your food choices shape your health. Avoiding these 10 foods helps control blood sugar, reduce insulin resistance, and protect your liver. Whether managing diabetes or preventing it, every meal is an opportunity to nourish your body. Think of it like tuning a car: give it the right fuel and it runs smoothly. Start with one change today and build momentum. Let's talk mindset. Changing habits is hard, but focus on progress, not perfection. If you slip up, don't give up, just make a better choice next time. Surround yourself with supportive people and educate yourself with resources like this channel. Knowledge is power, and you're taking control by watching this video. You're stronger than you think, health champions. By avoiding these foods, you're investing in a healthier, happier you. Whether you're battling diabetes or safeguarding your future, every step counts. What's one food you're ready to ditch? Share it in the comments. We'd love to hear your commitment. If this video helped, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe, hit the bell, and turn on notifications so you never miss a health-saving video. Check out our other content for more tips on thriving. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Boom.